Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Here's a little tune to help you remember. Same drive, different day. Don't you wish you were getting away? Pack your bags and come on through. Texas, Ohio, Alaska, we're up there too. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Well, I hope you like my little song. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Well, the big parade for the NBA champions, New York Knicks, is set for tomorrow morning. You know, I had a wonderful time at an event with the owner of this network before an organization titled 100 Black Men. The owner, Mr. John Catsimatidis, and former New York Governor David Paterson, his wife Mary, at his side. And we had a wonderful, great time, a panel discussion. You folks often raise this question, and I can answer for you. The owners are always listening to this air. Either Mr. John Catsimatidis or his wife, the lovely Mrs. Margot Catsimatidis. Mr. Catsimatidis was kind enough to give me a ride back to the station. And the moment you get into his car, you can see big, bold, and hear it that the station is on. And I can tell you for a fact, with the midnight show I do, he listens each and every night himself, the entire hour every night. Dominic Carter here with you. The number to reach me this hour, as we have a lot to talk about, 800-848-9222. One of our great listeners, her name Catherine, her mom, who's fantastic, in her 90s. Catherine posted something on my Twitter the other day. Again, she's such a nice, sweet woman. She and her lovely mom. And Catherine compared my singing to the singing of the New York Knicks coach, Mike Brown, who in a national TV appearance, that is on Jimmy Fallon with some of his players there, did what I do, and he attempted to sing.
Before every game, everybody put their hands in, right? All right, we're going to practice it. Everybody do this, put your hands in, and then I'd go 1, 2, 3, I'd go, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
Don't leave.
Who let the dogs out?
Don't leave. You have to stay here.
All right, Coach, maybe you should stick to the coaching, and maybe I should stick to the radio host and leave the hosting and leave the singing alone. The number to reach me again, 800-848-9222. As for our topics, Luigi Mangione, his eyebrow-raising defense strategy for his state trial for the United Healthcare CEO murder revealed. So now, Mr. Mangione, you want to punk out. You want to take the coward way out. Apparently, you're bold enough to kill a man in cold blood, but now it's time for trial, and he wants the psychiatric defense in the killing of U.S. United, that is healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. A judge revealed at a hearing just a short time ago. His lawyers will argue that he was in an emotional extreme disturbance and experienced a profound loss of self-control. So it's my understanding that this legal move would knock the top charge down to manslaughter instead of murder, carrying less prison time if jurors buy it. Hopefully they won't. I know some of you think it's cute that he's cute and so on, but it's not cute when you take a man away from his family, his children in this case. 800-848-9222. Also, another story we're dealing with, is this Iran deal done before it's even signed? President Trump stating if he does not like it, the U.S. will go back to dropping bombs on their head in their heads in Iran. And this, as there are reports that he may be at the signing himself on Friday. Who knows what's going to happen? Also, Long Island serial killer Rex Heuermann, in a chilling comment, told a disgusted judge, quote, "I am responsible," before he was sentenced to 3 life terms behind bars on Wednesday. And this is for the murder of, 8 sex workers, if you will. It's absolutely horrible what happened to these women. 800-848-9222. So we're going to start with Rob on Long Island in a moment. But President Trump stating if he doesn't like the way things are going, the bombs resume.
Is the text of the agreement now final, or are you still...
No, it's not final. It's a memorandum of understanding. And if I don't like it, we'll go back to shooting at them, dropping bombs on their head.
When do you expect the wording?
If I don't like it, if they don't behave, we'll go right back to dropping bombs right smack in the middle of their head. Okay? Because they've misbehaved for 47 years. All right?
Does it include...
But nobody could have made this deal. I mean, the JCPOA done by Obama, he handed him $1.7 billion in cash, gave him hundreds of millions of dollars, gave him billions and billions of dollars, but he gave him $1.7 billion in cash, green cash from banks, into a Boeing 757 and flew it into Iran. And they stood at the plane. I have pictures of it, like, oh my God, look at this money he's giving us. He tried to bribe his way out. I didn't do that. Nobody mentions that. $1.7 billion and hundreds of millions of dollars. They tried to bribe their way out of it. And you know what the Iranians did? They laughed at Obama and they said he's a stupid son of a bitch.
The President of the United States. Let's start with your telephone calls. Line 1, Rob, Long Island. Rob, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. I was just thinking if this deal didn't work out, that perhaps if it needs to go back to a blockade and more economic sanctions, wouldn't it be nice if there was a one-time windfall profit tax on shareholders and oil companies making profit off of the gas prices that have risen, and give everyone making, say, under $75,000 a year a check for $300, and you kind of lower their price per gallon by like $1 for the next 300 gallons of gasoline they buy? I just think that'd be a nice move.
Yeah, but that seems to be a lot tied up in the one there, Rob. I just don't see that happening. So quickly, one more time, you said do what?
Well, a one-time or a windfall profit tax on dividends and oil companies making profit off of higher gas prices due to the constriction of the Strait of Hormuz, while the U.S. is spending dollars securing the area. And I'm saying if this deal doesn't work out and you have to go back to that, then let's give back some money to the people who really get hurt, who don't have dividend income, that work for a wage. That's my point.
Well, I hear you on that, and I think all of us can agree with that in terms of, we've been hit at the gas pump, and it would be nice to see something go back to the people. Rob, thank you for that call. Rob from Long Island. The number to reach me live right now, 800-848-9222. So I see my man Sid Rosenberg is around here this afternoon. He and I, we rarely see each other because who hosts the morning show here in New York, because we have opposite schedules. And I got a chance to speak to Sid in the hallway a moment ago. He tells me, am I allowed to say where he's traveling to tomorrow? Is that public yet? Or maybe I better just leave that part alone. But I just saw him. It was great to see Sid, who's here this afternoon. It never happens. It would be almost like if Sid saw me during the morning show. Our schedules are just the polar opposite. So one of the other big stories, and I want to hear from you folks about this parade that's now, only hours away for the New York Knicks. Few can forget how this all played out.
3 dribbles. 1 shot for the championship. He got it! 4-point lead. 7.5 to go. De'Aaron Fox across midcourt with 5. Left wing handoff to Wembanyama with 2. Takes a 3 that he misses too strong. It's happening, Knicks fans. It's happening. It's been 53 years. but for this moment, it was well worth the wait. A playoff run that'll go down in history, and a team that will live forever. Next stop, the Canyon of Heroes. The New York Knicks are NBA champions.
Indeed, the Knicks are champions, but please tell me we won't have the violence that occurred Saturday night when they won. The looting, the burning of buses, the smashing of car windows, the nonstop behavior. Even actor Tony Danza says, hey, celebrate, but chill out with all the other stuff.
How about those Knicks, Tony?
How about those Knicks, man? You know what's great about the Knicks is, unlike the baseball where you have the Yankees and the Mets, everybody in New York is a Knicks fan.
That's right.
And so this is one of the great New York moments.
You see the watch party? How crowded it was?
Yeah, no, it's insane. I wish people would restrain themselves a little bit,
right?
For the sake of the NYPD, but I can understand the jubilance.
And so, again, are these idiots going to ruin it for everyone else at the actual parade? Let's hope not. The police commissioner, this is a big assignment for the NYPD as they are expecting millions of people to attend this ticker tape parade. The police commissioner giving some details on what's going to happen. The police commissioner, Jessica Tisch, here in New York just a short time ago.
Everyone entering the event area will be screened. Screening will commence at 6 a.m. at 23 locations across the parade route. Members of the public will not be allowed to bring in certain items, including bags, backpacks, umbrellas, and glass or metal bottles. We expect viewing areas to fill quickly. Attendance is projected to exceed the available space in Lower Manhattan, and once designated viewing areas reach capacity, people will be redirected or turned away. Now let's discuss cars. Tonight, beginning at 7 p.m., vehicles will not be allowed to be parked south of Canal Street. From the East River to the Hudson River, cars will be towed if they are left there. Beginning at 7 a.m. tomorrow, all vehicular traffic south of Canal Street will be prohibited. The best way to get downtown will be via public transportation, but there will be disruptions at 2 stations. Beginning at 4:30 a.m. tomorrow, access to the 4 and 5 trains at the Wall Street station and the N and R trains at the City Hall station will be closed. There will be no tolerance for violence and disorder. Anyone who breaks the law should expect swift enforcement action and immediate consequences. The public should expect to see heavy weapons officers, explosive detection canines, helicopters, drones, emergency service teams, mounted unit, and hostile surveillance teams. As always, there will be assets that you will see and assets that you will not see.
And so there you have it, the police commissioner of New York City talking about the parade now just hours away. I hope these idiots don't ruin it for everyone else. We see all of your telephone calls. I've got to take a break. When we come back, we'll start with them. I'm going to begin with Angie on Long Island. I also see William, let's see, among the calls, William in Central Jersey, Jan, New Jersey, amongst the calls. We'll get to all of them. We are coming right back.
Need a laptop that's built to perform and designed to last all day? Select Windows 11 PCs starting at $499.99 are now at Best Buy. Learn more at bestbuy.com. Best Buy. Imagine that.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And to the phones we go. Angie, Long Island, line 3. Angie, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. How are you on this beautiful day?
Oh, a beautiful day, Angie, a beautiful day.
Taking one of my vacation days. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it you that said one of the Knicks players didn't put his hand over his heart?
I said the Spurs. I said the Spurs.
Oh, I thought you said it was on the Knicks. Okay, my mistake. And as far as Donald Trump goes with the gas prices and this deal with Iran, I don't know how much more he has to prove that he knows what he's doing. And obviously
you got a
he knows
great
more
point
than
there.
what we know.
You're right, Angie. He has information that we'll never know. Hey, Angie, everybody thinks that they can assess this situation and criticize the president. I'll say again, if it was so easy, why didn't any other president solve the problem? Obama threw a boatload of money at them. That didn't solve the problem. I bet on Team Trump. Go ahead, Angie.
Well, unfortunately, he has to do the dirty work that they didn't do. And if he didn't do this now, what was going to happen? All I think about is what if Kamala got elected? That keeps me up at night sometimes, thinking about that. What if he would have lost? So now I'm being a bit sarcastic. You said Kamala who? That if she got elected? Can you have got to be joking me. It would be Black Lives Matter on every corner. The entire country would be ruined. There would be more migrants and illegals in America than ever before. We would never get the benefit of the tax dollar, of the tax system that we pay into. All of us would lose our Social Security so that migrants could be comfortable if Kamala Harris had won the election. I guess that's why she lost every battleground state and the popular vote, Angie. I hope she runs again.
I do too. I really hope that she's the nominee, and I'm going to thank you, Angie, for the wonderful call. So wait a minute, Angie, are you on summer break as a teacher? I know you say you're taking a day off, but are you on summer break, or how does this work?
I teach summer school. I teach summer school through the summer, so I don't take the break. But today I took my vacation day.
You took a vacation day. So teaching during the summer, is it really worth it financially?
It is. Actually, it is.
Okay.
It is. And we get bonuses here and there. And it's not as hard as working throughout the whole year. So.
Okay. And you is the day shortened during the summer?
Unfortunately not. That's always been an issue.
Ew.
And our parents never pick their kids up on time. It's just terrible. 8 to 4 and they can't manage to,
And so
you wouldn't believe it if I told you.
So if the parents are not there to get their kids, you got to stay with the kids?
Well, no, I don't, but somebody has to. I've done that too many years prior, but it's just if that's your only job is to pick up your kid because they're not working and they can't get there at 4 o'clock, I don't know. I just know words.
Right. Angie, as always, thank you for the great call. Let's go to line 1, William in Central New Jersey. William, what's on your mind?
Hey, Dominic, I'm going to get to the point real quick. That, what's his name, Louis Mangione? That was a premeditated murder. We have that on videotape, and now they're going to drop it down to a manslaughter? I mean...
No, they're going to try. They're going to try with the defense that he's trying, a psychiatric defense.
Yeah, the point that I want to make, though, is like, well, he had a lot of money, mouthpieces for lawyers and attorneys, and then I thought to myself, his parents, I believe, they own nursing homes.
Right,
I'm like, are you kidding me?
His family in Baltimore.
Family.
Hey, William, thank you for the call. I've got to take a break. The number to reach me right now, 800-848-9222.
Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And we see all your telephone calls on this beautiful, beautiful day. But pretty boy, Governor Gavin Newsom of California wants to be your president. Never gonna happen, pretty boy. So pretty boy jumps out the other day and he says, me and my wife, we're under investigation by President Trump. We're under investigation. He's just trying to move ahead on the Democratic side, to move up in polling. That's all this is. Even CNN is pouring water on his claim of coming under attack from President Trump.
Sources tell CNN that the governor is not directly under investigation, but he has framed the probe as politically motivated and targeting him.
Donald Trump isn't just coming after me because of my mean tweets. He's coming after me because I'm considering running for president.
The tax probe is not the only recent investigation into someone in Newsom's orbit. His former chief of staff, Dana Williamson, was recently prosecuted related to corruption. She pleaded guilty to 3 charges earlier this year.
So interesting. You're chief of staff, but you're the victim, right, pretty boy? I don't think so. President Trump stating, and I don't know, folks, if this deal's even going to be signed with Iran, which is expected to be done so. And we're about to start with your telephone calls. The president having this to say.
But nobody could have made this deal. I mean, the JCPOA done by Obama, he handed him $1.7 billion in cash, gave him hundreds of millions of dollars, gave him billions and billions of dollars, but he gave him $1.7 billion in cash, green cash from banks, into a Boeing 757 and flew it into Iran. And they stood at the plane. I have pictures of it, like, oh my God, look at this money he's giving us. He tried to bribe his way out. I didn't do that. Nobody mentions that. $1.7 billion and hundreds of millions of dollars. They tried to bribe their way out of it. And you know what the Iranians did? They laughed at Obama and they said he's a stupid son of a bitch.
Interesting. Back to your telephone calls. Line 2, Jan in New Jersey. What's your thoughts, Jan?
Well, for one, I want to put it past Trump to keep an eye on Iran, especially, like the radicals, to use SpaceX as like a non-official cover for covert operations, such as intelligence gathering and using satellites, because they have all the tools and technology and capability to perform all these activities. And also using, the official covert, tools as well.
Well, Jan, my response to that is, do you really think President Trump would let this deal go down and not watch what's going on?
Well, that's why I thought about that. And it's like, and I'm sure he's spoken to Elon Musk about this.
Right. Well, I don't even know about Elon Musk. I'm just saying there's no way this deal would go down without the president, because he knows he's talking about his legacy here, making sure there's a way to monitor that Iran is doing the right thing. Jan, thank you for the wonderful call. Let's stay in New Jersey. Line 1, Rich. What's on your mind, Rich?
Hi, Dominic. How are you? 2 quick questions. One, Mondami, the wonderful mayor, he went and he said he spent $1,000 on a ticket. But what about his entourage that got in for free and took all the spaces for people that didn't get to go? I'd like to know about that. And on Mangione, he didn't give any rights to that poor guy that he shot in the back of the head. He didn't read him any rights. He didn't give him the opportunity to justify what he was doing or even explain or even help him in any way. So that's my comment. Thank you.
Well, number one, Rich, Mamdani paid $750, not $1,000, and pulled strings for that. Can you say phony? That's the mayor of New York City. And it is utterly disgusting that this, I'm not going to call the mayor of New York City a moron, but that's the word that comes to mind, gets to stand front and center at the Knicks parade where Alicia Keys is going to bring down the house when she sings New York, right? Often it's played at the Garden. But so you're going to have Mamdani front and center giving the Knicks the key to the city. This clown. This is what's going to happen. The mayor of New York. And as far as Luigi Mangione, he's a total phony. Total phony. You allegedly want to gun down somebody, but now you want to punk out and you want a psychiatric defense. Man up, homeboy. If you want to kill somebody, go out swinging. Why are you taking the sucker route now? Now you want the system to benefit you, but Brian Thompson, he didn't have anything to benefit him. And the event that I was at earlier today, the reason why I didn't broadcast where is because it happened to be at the Hilton Hotel, the same hotel where Mr. Thompson was gunned down. And as I'm walking up the street in the hot sun, I'm literally saying, because I know the hotel well, I've been going there for events for 40 years, and I'm saying to myself, is this the part of the sidewalk where he was gunned down as I'm walking up? And so I just think it's rather unfortunate. I know he's got his groupies and they want to mail him panties and all that other stuff, the young ladies. But come on. If you're gonna do the crime, be ready to do the time. Thank you for the call. 800-848-9222. So Yetta sent me some comments on Twitter, and Yetta mailed me a copy of her great book, which I got it. The problem, Yetta, it's tough for us to get mail at the station. Very tough. And so I guess it doesn't make it any easier, to be honest with you, because it's easier for us to walk to the door to leave to go home than to go all the way in the back, in the corner in the back, and look for mail. So you said your book was delivered. You're not the only one that has sent something recently, but I will take a look, and then I'm going to be headed home before I have to head back for the midnight show. Let's go to Brad, line 4, Connecticut. What's on your mind, Brad? Brad?
Hey, sorry, getting off my speakerphone, so I don't have to talk into that.
Brad, go ahead. You're wasting time. Go ahead.
Just wondering why, is it possible that the police commissioner can give Mamdani only Jewish officers for his defense guys? You know, he's walking around town.
No offense, Brad. That's got to be the dumbest question I've ever heard in my life. Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, I made it to the top. Very cool. I got something there.
Well, let me introduce you to Mr. Click. And, folks, the last thing a host wants to hear is, "Oh, I'm sorry, I have you on hold. Philippe, I see you over there smiling, but I'm serious as cancer." The last thing a host wants to hear is, "You're wasting 25 seconds of airtime to explain to me that you had the program on hold and now you want to pick it up." And then you ask me a stupid question like that. One, that would be a violation of civil rights. Two, the mayor of New York City is the boss of the police commissioner. So if the mayor of New York City does not like any officer on his detail, that officer is gone, poof, within the blink of an eye and reassigned somewhere else. So you do understand that the mayor is the boss and the mayor has final say. The mayor, any protectee, if they don't like the person that they are assigned to protect them, right? Then they reassign them, and that's that. Let's go to George in Rockland County. Line 1, what's on your mind, George?
Okay, so I have the fact for it, okay?
You had what? You have what? I didn't hear you.
Okay, so I'll tell you why Trump blew it in a big way about Iran, and I can cite facts, not just I feel so.
Okay, I don't have time for your facts, but go ahead.
Okay, number one, he said, and that's what he said specifically, he said that they will not have any more nuclear capabilities, okay? And they will, okay?
Whoa. No offense, George. You don't know what you're talking about. There's a 60-day period to negotiate that. What are you talking about?
Obviously you don't like to hear what I'm saying.
No, one, it's very hard to understand what you're saying, to be honest with you. And two, I don't like people that don't have the facts. When I say I don't like people wasting my time when they don't have the facts on their side. You said you would present facts. You said that he's not stopping the nuclear capability. There's a 60-day period where they're going to come up with exactly how to do that. So what are you talking about?
It's very simple, okay? As long as we don't have our hands on this nuclear material, okay?
So how do you know that's not going to happen in the 60-day period to be negotiated?
Because it's very simple, okay? Just look on the history.
And these are the facts that you're presenting. These are the facts that you boasted about when you started your call.
If you don't want to hear it...
I don't want to hear it. You're another one that can meet Mr. Click. Thank you for the call. Let's go to Fred, Long Island. Fred, what's on your mind?
Well, Dominic, I tell you, I find it hilarious that people are jumping up and down about a potential peace agreement we may have here. I feel very much confident in our president that whatever agreement he is going to come out will be in the best interest of our country.
Exactly.
But what I am concerned,
Dominic,
but what I am concerned is that future, how can we be assured that anything violations are going to be answered? I'm not concerned about the president answering. I'm concerned about our Congress and the liberals that may jump up and down against him 6 months from now, 8 months from now, 9 months from now.
You raise a very good point there, Fred. You really do. My problem, when I think it was George in Rockland County, is that he's been calling every day for the last week, every single day. I finally put him on, and he's got nothing to say. It's a waste of airtime. And so that's what my problem is. And he said he was going to present facts. He gave me opinions and not a single fact. What you have just done, you're right. And I haven't considered that part of Congress is going to try to tie President Trump's hands on this. And so, you know, when a person is accurate, you have to admit it. Fred, you have the last word before I move on.
Yeah, what I'm really concerned with is I'm a Vietnam veteran. 1963 in February, we signed a peace agreement with North Vietnam. 1974, I'm sorry, President Ford went to Congress to ask that be enforced. What happened? History will tell you. Congress denied it. We know what happened in April of 1975.
Good points there, Fred. Thank you for the call. You expanded the way that I'm looking at this, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. So the jury's still out. We'll see what happened. What happens. I'm looking up at the screen right now. A soundbite we played last night. Hillary Clinton declaring that Biden 24 run was a terrible mistake. 800-848-9222. John, Staten Island. What's going on? Line 5.
Just want to point out that I actually find it hilarious that people call into your program for no reason whatsoever and waste your time.
Because they think that they have something to say. I guess it's between mommy serving them cookies or whatever. They think that they have something to say, John. They think that they're enlightening the conversation, and they don't stop and consider. I've been doing this for 40 years with the most powerful politicians in the world. And so if they can't talk their way around me, how can George in Rockland County, who's been calling every single day for the last week, to get on? I cut him a break, let him on the air. He's got nothing to say. Go ahead, John.
I couldn't understand a word he said.
And neither could I. Why do you think I ended the call? I couldn't understand a word he said either. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest about something. There is something that 7% taught me. He said, Dominic, never take a call or stay on a call if the audience can't understand what the person is saying. And that's what one of the things that 7% did teach me. Because I took a call once where it was very hard to understand what the woman was saying, and he said, never, ever, ever do that. Hey, John, I'm late for a break. Thank you for the wonderful call. But John expressing exactly my frustration. You know, I'm talking to George in Rockland County. I can't understand a word he's saying, and he just believes that the facts are on his side. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show. Entertaining and informative.
On the Red Apple Podcast Network.
And it's time for the Tunnel to Towers Foundation final thoughts. These folks in our social media team, they are good. So it was less than 2 hours ago that I'm with the network owner of this network, John Catsimatidis, Governor David Paterson. We're at an event, 100 Black Men. Governor Patterson's wife, Mary, was there. Wonderful woman. You know, I've gotten to know her. The governor is the man. Mr. Catsimatidis is the man. Already, the social media team, if you look at my Instagram, they have a clip up on me in which one of the questions we were asked, if you could tell yourself now when you were 21, you know, what would you tell yourself? And so, and a lot of things, and they got a clip up already of some of what I had to say. But it was great being at the event. And thank you, Mr. Catsimatidis, for the ride to the station. Folks, this station is on in his vehicle at all times. At all times. Let's go back to your telephone calls. Let's go to Marco, line 5 in New Jersey. Hater number 1. Marco, what's on your mind?
Yeah, I like to just comment. You like to you get mad when people talk with an accent, but you never get mad when Melania talks, right? You never say nothing about that because I don't even understand what she says.
Did I say I get mad when people with an accent talk? I said that one of the first lessons that Mr. 7% taught me was stay away from calls where people have a heavy accent because your audience can't understand what they're saying. So you're misquoting me, Marco. How are you doing on this hot day? Are you a Knick fan, Marco? Are you going to be at the parade in the morning?
No, I'm a soccer fan watching the World Cup. But I also wanted to comment.
Figures you like soccer and not American sports. So you don't like football, but you like soccer. Figures. You and Mom Donnie. Peas of a pod.
Football.
Okay, you like football.
I like football.
Okay, so go ahead, Marco. Yeah. Go ahead, Marco.
Yeah, so the peace deal.
Yes.
Are we winning or are we not winning?
We're winning.
We're winning.
We're winning. We're winning. What do you say, Marco?
So when we're winning, the other side doesn't get to make any kind of deals. Isn't that the way it goes when you're winning?
No.
Like you make all the rules, right?
No. You never get to make all the rules. No. Winning is being able to influence the process and to be able to get more than what you give up. And that's the definition of President Trump. Marco, thank you. You didn't give me much of a headache today. Thank you very much. Let's go to Corinne. Is it Corinne in Brooklyn, line 2? Young lady, what's on your mind?
Hi, Dominic. This is your favorite social worker, Corinne from Brooklyn, New York.
Hello, young lady. My favorite social worker.
And, let me tell you something. Let's keep fighting this good fight, no matter what. You keep moving forward. And guess what? I'm calling because you celebrated POW, the Police Athletic League. Remember them?
Yes, very well.
Yes. Very well. Thank you. We need you. Our children need us. Our families need us. Let's keep thinking about our children and families because they are important. Right now, everybody is facing things, right? We need more positive. Please keep spreading the good news. For those who don't know, folks, the Police Athletic League, inspired me, changed my life as well. Okay, I am from Harlem. I went to the City College of New York, and I am of Puerto Rican descent. Okay, and guess what, folks? I'm doing well. I love sports. I love sports. And thank you, President Trump, for the Knicks. We kept going. We kept doing it. And here we are. But I'm calling to, listen, keep moving forward. You're going to have, people, it's okay to disagree. Right. That's what we need.
But not the haters, I got to step in. Thank you for the wonderful call as always. I'm looking at my Twitter at my ex. Jackie from Brooklyn says, if I remember correctly, I think you said your birthday is tomorrow. Yes, it is, Jackie. She says, happy early birthday. Dominic, when the crazies call, just tell them, don't hate me because you ain't me. Meet Mr. Click. So let me try it. Wait. Don't hate me because you ain't Dominic Carter. Meet Mr. Click. I got to get that in a Bob Grant way to say it. Jimmy Fontanez says, I'm going to say what you can't say on the air. Luigi is nothing but a punk-ass B. Man up, fool. Folks, that's what Jimmy says. Join the Tunnel to Towers Foundation on its mission to do good in honor of America's heroes. Go to T2T.org. That's T, the number 2, T.org. I am back live at midnight.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?